Right, let's talk about this recall. So for people wanting to do the Elvira recall, the recall button's not on the screen, it's hidden over here. So that's where they've stuffed it. If you have got a level 5 Elvira, the recall button's not there. If you level up to 50, I believe it shows up though. So there it is. So if you don't see the recall button, level her to 50 and you'll see the recall button, right? When you click on the recall button, you have to take her out of your teams. Lovely. Okay. Oh, that's right. She's here. She's here. Okay, so we'll get rid of her there. Okay, so you click on the recall. Team 7? What's Team 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the heck are you doing there? Alright, so when you do the recall, you'll get the screen telling you what you get back, and it's everything, right? It's it's a potion of awakening, so you can make something 6-star. It's all the penguins that you need to make her level 60. All the gold back from leveling things. Your catalysts and your runes all returned. All the Molagori you put into her dumped back out. You get, if you use one of these imprint gems, you get that back, and you get white friendship boxes. These aren't blue. They aren't locked to her color. You can actually use them to friendship 10 any unit in the game. You could use this to friendship 10 in ML5. You could use this to friendship 10 anybody. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to use these on a blue unit. Hey, Turn Visions, thanks for the follow, buddy. I see you. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And you get one selector. You only get one. No matter how many Elviras you've pulled, no matter how many recalls, buttons are on the screen, you only get one of these. These selectors can only be used on non-limited RGB units. So be aware of that. You can't stuff these directly into an ML5 or into your Gala Lilies, for example. So you hit the recall button, and it lets you choose the unit that you want to swap out. And all the units that are available are listed here. Fumir's on here, so yeah, it looks like you have access to every unit in the game that's RGB and non-limited. So choose wisely, pick the unit you want. I'm picking Shu, and the reason I'm picking Shu is I'm going to stuff her into ML Shu for the imprint. I've got all of the RGB units, so I'm planning it this way to be able to use this imprint to level a 5-star. If you only have one Elvira, you can pick Elvira from the list. And the reason you could do this is maybe you don't want to plus 15 her. Maybe you want to mola her differently. You can recall her, get all your loot back, and then mola her back the way you want her to be mola'd. So you don't feel like you wasted your resources having her mola'd in a unit that you don't feel is immediately usable for you. Her banner is still up for another 2 weeks. So you may want to consider pulling on the banner, and if you get an Elvira, then you can do the recall for the selector. You don't have to do this today. You can wait you can wait several days. You could wait, I don't know, just do it before February, right? As long as you make your decision before February, because once 2 weeks is up, that recall button will vanish. We'll select Shu. It'll give you one last warning that you're going to get Shu. It's weird they're saying, and the ego fragment. Figured it would say the imprint stones here. You hit recall, it's going to warn you that this is going to remove Elvira from your account, and that you'll get this in its place, and that they will not reverse it. So make sure this is what you want to do. And once you do it, it'll tell you the recall is successful, send you to the lobby. My level 60 Fumir's gone. All that's left is the 5-star that I pulled to keep as a backup. But there's that Fumir's gone and is replaced with a shiny new Shu. Now when you go to memory imprint units, you'll see you have 2 slates. Your unknown slate, which can be used on anybody. ML5s, limiteds, whatever, and the Slate of Fates. The Slate of Fates are what you got from the recall. The Slate of Fates can only be used on RGB non-limited units. So I picked Shu. I'm stuffing one Slate of Fate into her, and only one, to make her a B imprint Shu. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can pull up my ML rat, who is S imprint. In goes the B imprint Shu, and now she's triple S. So this is a roundabout sort of way of using the Slate of Fates to imprint an ML unit. You just save them until you get an RGB equivalent, then you stuff it in the RGB equivalent, and boom, you can level your ML5s, imprint that way, or you can imprint a RGB, right? You can get a Fire Lilius, you can put the Slate of Fate into the Fire Lilius, and you can use that to imprint Gala Lilius. No, if when I recalled her there and she vanished, all the gear was unequipped back into my inventory, so you get everything back. Now, for those of you who recalled her, I still have one of the Slate of Fates left. If you want to turn that Slate of Fate back into Elvira, you go up here, click these boxes, and you go into your settings. And in your settings, there'll be a link for customer support. You click on this customer support, and it brings up this slow loading window. And there'll be information regarding exchange of Slate of Fate. Okay, you click on this, and it will explain to you how to exchange your Slate of Fate for an unknown slate or for the Elvira or for Elvira. So what this is if you imprinted your Elvira with another Elvira, you can change your Slate of Fate back into Elvira. If you imprinted your Elvira with an unknown slate, you can change your Slate of Fate into an unknown slate. You cannot imprint with an unknown slate and change it to Elvira. No using unknown slates to get a hero. They aren't going to allow you to cheese the system like that. But if you imprinted with a second Elvira and you want that Elvira back, this is the information you need. Your nickname, which is your in-game name, server if you're on global or Europe, etc. The number of Slate of Fates you want to keep, and the number of Elviras you want to keep. So just spell it out for them. Say, please remove one Slate of Fate and return one Elvira, or please remove two Slate of Fates and return one Elvira and one unknown slate. You know, whatever it is. They will check your account. They will look at your logs history, and they will confirm what you have on your account. And if you don't have it, they'll message you back. They'll say, we can't give you Elvira, you never had a second one. All we can give you is an unknown slate. They'll spell it out for you. So all you do is you click the inquire button. You put in your email. Enter the type. Let me see. Server, global. Choose your unit. Leave these defaulted. Title. Give me. Damn it. And then it spells out the information they want down here. So you put in, it all vanishes when you type. Put in nickname, even though it is, can't even spell my own misspelled name. Even though it's right up here, you should still type it down there. Type server, global. Please remove one Slate of Fate from a account and restore. That's all you need to say. And then you click register, which is their fancy word for submit. And once you click this, you'll get a message saying that your request has been sent to Smilegate, and just sit back and chill. A lot of people are going to be doing this. Normally it only takes them like 24 to 48 hours, but we're rolling into a weekend and a lot of people are doing this, so you might have to wait until Monday or Tuesday, but they will get to you. And what will happen, I'm going to delete this because I already have an Elvira. I don't need them to refund my Slate of Fate. What will happen is few days from now, they will take control of your account, and you'll get a lock screen. And it's a little bit panicky, right? Because you try to log into your account and it'll say, this account has been locked, contact customer support. And you'll think you got banned for a brief second. If you're in the game, it'll kick you out of the game and give you the lock screen. Don't panic when you see this. They have to lock your account for just a few minutes while they go in and make the changes, because they'll do this manually. This isn't done by a bot. They're going to manually go in, manually remove the slate from your account, manually put Elvira on your account, and they don't want you logging in and interrupting while that's going on. A couple minutes later, it'll be done. You'll be able to get back into your account. You'll probably get an email with the email address you entered, letting you know that the process is completed, and to log into your account to check and make sure everything is the way it should be. And then you'll log in, you'll jump into your account, and you'll find the Slate of Fate is gone, and Elvira is back on your account. Do not use the Slate of Fate. If you use it, memory imprint. If you use this thing and you imprint, now it's gone. It's no longer on your account. And if you try to do the recall, they'll say, you don't have a Slate of Fate. We can't do the recall. And if you say, can't you remove it from the imprint? They'll say, no, we can't. Once you imprint with it, we're not willing to reverse that process. You're boned. You don't get your Elvira back. So don't use your Slate of Fate if you've put in a ticket asking them to remove it. Leave it on your account, let them remove it, and give you your Elvira back. If you don't care about getting your Elvira back like I did, then you can just imprint with it. Is that clear? Everybody up to speed on how that works? And that's the whole recall process.